The way people search Google has changed forever, or will be changing forever, since Google AI mode came out. Now I'm doing a search here, a simple thing, accountants in Canterbury. Now traditionally people would have gone through the results. Google want people to click them on the sponsored ads, of course. You've got the local business listings there, and then you've got the organic listings here. And people would have had to click on each of these and go into more detail. But nowadays with AI mode, they have other requirements. They might want help with a specific thing like VAT, for example, or accountants that can help with small businesses. Now, AI mode is just one little click here, and they go there and it will go off and it will look up accountants in Canterbury in the same way that ChatGPT, Perplexity, and all the others will. And it will give a view of those here. Now, of course, this is still a very generic view here. And people will be thinking, well, hang on a minute, I actually wanted an accountant for something specific. And the difference here is that they can add another question on the bottom. So let's say we're going to add on there, they want people who are experts in VAT. And they bring that up and they get more of a response. And then they're thinking, oh, actually, do you know what? Actually, there's still lots of things there, but I'm from a small business. Can they help me? So they add on something there to the bottom of it and it will refine those even further. And what people will do is short term, they're going to use it in this particular way, in a relatively unintelligent way of just layering things on top as they think of them. And they have that choice. But of course, you get to this sort of point and you can see the original list that came up is now refined down to different people. And then we'll add one more thing on the end, the all important, and have good reviews. Okay, so they're basically drilling down into what matters to them. Accountants in Canterbury that work with small businesses who are experts in VAT and have good reviews. And what it will do is it will give what it thinks is a good match at that point. And these will lead to clicks off to people's websites. And if those websites are strong enough, then they will convert those clicks to inquiries, depending on what comes up here. Of course, it's still showing you quite a few things here. That's likely to change over time. The way Google will change, the way Google Ads will change. It's likely to change to be a much smaller view of options that are available on there. But it gives people a good feel that they can go and find that straight away. But let's think ahead a little bit. Let's forget about the fact that people are going down there step by step. And let's look at the list another way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to string all those things together into just one phrase. Accountants in Canterbury who are VAT experts and work with small businesses and have good reviews. So I've put it all together. It's what's in my head. It's what I'm interested in. And I'm not going to go down here and scroll through all this stuff just because it might be the right results. All I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bypass things like the sponsored links. I'm going to go straight to AI mode and see what comes up. And it will go and do its thing. And hopefully it will be a good match. Now, AI mode, as at now, August 2025, needs to be stronger. There's more things it could be doing. But you can see here, in response to our thing, it's talking about the accountants in the area who are VAT experts, working with small businesses and have positive reviews. So it's confirmed that. And it gives the name of an accountancy here. They talk about the fact that they offer those services. It doesn't actually talk about small businesses, which is quite interesting. It makes you wonder why it's listed that there. This one, they have actually got a link to their website there. In some cases they do, some they don't. Seems to be evolving all the time. They're talking about small businesses there. They're talking about VAT. They're talking about the positive reviews, although they haven't actually given a link to those reviews anywhere, which I think that will change in time, and so on down the list. But what it's doing is it's giving people the option to get a very refined view at this point. And that's how people are going to search. Gone are the old days of searching through loads, going through lots of stuff and clicking on various websites. There's absolutely no point in doing that now that AI mode is here.